Hello guys. Welcome to Love is Vacations YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Now, I want to give you information about 5 top-rated tourist attractions in London. Number 5, Westminster Abbey. Another location with a long association with British royalty, Westminster Abbey stands on a site that's been associated with Christianity since the early 7th century. Officially known as the Collegiate Church of St. Peter in Westminster, Westminster Abbey was founded by Edward the Confessor in 1065 as his place of interment. From his burial in 1066 until that of George II almost 700 years later, most sovereigns were not only crowned here but they were buried here too. More recently, it's become famous as the preferred location for royal weddings. Number 4, Big Ben in Parliament. Nothing says London more emphatically than the 97-meter tower housing the giant clock and its resounding bell known as Big Ben. It's as iconic a landmark as Tower Bridge. The tolling of Big Ben is known throughout the world as the time signal of BBC Radio. Below it, stretching along the Thames, are the Houses of Parliament, seat of Britain's government for many centuries and once the site of the Royal Westminster Palace occupied by William the Conqueror. Tours of the Parliament buildings offer a unique chance to see real-time debates and lively political discussions. From Parliament Square, Whitehall is lined by so many government buildings that its name has become synonymous with the British government. Number 3, the Tower of London and Tower Bridge. From prison to palace, treasure vault to private zoo, the magnificent Tower of London has fulfilled many different roles down the centuries. One of Britain's most iconic structures, this spectacular World Heritage Site offers hours of fascination for visitors curious about the country's rich history. After all, so much of it happened here. Inside the massive White Tower, built in 1078 by William the Conqueror, is the 17th-century line of kings with its remarkable displays of royal armaments and armor. Other highlights include the famous Crown Jewels exhibition, the Beefeaters, the Royal Mint, and gruesome exhibits about the executions that took place on the grounds. The adjacent Tower Bridge, its 2 huge towers rising 61 meters above the River Thames, is one of London's best-known landmarks. Number 2, the British Museum. Displaying one of the world's finest collections of antiquities, the British Museum contains more than 13 million artifacts from the ancient world. With priceless objects from Assyria, Babylonia, China, Europe, and elsewhere, it's hard to know where to begin. But most tourists head first for the museum's most famous exhibits, the controversial Elgin marbles from the Parthenon, the Rosetta Stone, the colossal bust of Ramesses II, the Egyptian mummies, and the spectacular hoard of 4th century Roman silver known as the Milden Hall treasure. Number 1, Buckingham Palace and the changing of the guard. One of Britain's most iconic buildings, Buckingham Palace is also the scene of London's most popular display of pomp and circumstance, the changing of the guard. Drawing crowds at 11:30 a.m. in every season, this colorful and free display of precision marching and music also takes place at St. James's Palace where you can follow the band along the mall as they march between sites. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.